Well, talofa lava, no mai, hara mai, and kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 3 of competition just underway here in New Zealand, taking on Australia in the day 3 of the WBSC 2026 Under-15 Women's World Cup Qualifier, live from American Samoa, Pago, the capital city. And New Zealand will take on the undefeated Australia here this morning. And we're already into this game, into the bottom of the first innings. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason Gerbes, a.k.a. Chopper, on a beautiful day here locally in Pago. It sees 26 degrees Celsius, not a cloud in the sky. Perfect way to finish off the Under-15 qualifier here in Pago. Great to have you along for it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give you the lineups as we work through this one. We are in the bottom of the first innings, in fact, as we get underway. Let's jump on down into the local commentary and take you in through the game from here. Beautiful day here locally in Pago, as we mentioned. Australia, well, boy, they have been strong this week. We see a push bunt for the first outs. Australia have played good defence as well, the Aussies. First. And you see a 1 out away now as their textbook will move the runner over to second base. That'll bring up the catcher in this game, Jessica Smith. We have a look at the offensive lineup for the Kiwis in this one. Alexa Webb led off, followed by Kiana Byrne. Tahua Tuhuri, Jessica Smith hitting in the 4 spot today. And in the 4 spot today, Jessica Smith. Ella Huff is hitting 5. Miller Hesp is in the 6 spot. Bentley Hesp will be at third base hitting 7 today for New Zealand. Tyler Tapiki, we're hitting 8 in the left fielder. And Rokura Tekuru will round out the batting order for New Zealand in this game. Defensively for Australia, well, like I said, they have been good. Given up very little runs throughout the tournament over the first 2 days of play. Tasman Maguire, Hunter Napier and Lola Joffrey are the outfielders for Australia. As we see this one hit through the 5-6 hole. So Smith getting some action going here for the Kiwis. The rest of the defensive lineup for Australia, it's Alia Jones at third base, Charlotte Winnett at shortstop, Emma Robinson at second. Centre Sutton's at first base, Tyler Hughes behind the dish, and Rose Manchand is the starting pitcher for Australia. So for the Kiwis here, that'll bring up Ella Huff, the first basewoman. So Kiwis with runners in the corners here. Well, great to have you along this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've got yourself a nice cup of coffee or mochaccino or however your fancy is. So Huff trying to bring in the runner for New Zealand. 2 away here. Time fouls back. Temporary runner in for the catcher Smith. So Tuiti is out to run. Bottom of the first innings, day 3 competition here. WBSC U15 Women's World Cup Qualifier. Some fouls back. So 1-2 the count here on Huff. Great to have you along, ladies and gentlemen, here this morning. This one's a little high. So New Zealand moved their runner over to second base on the earlier play. So 2 runners in scoring position for New Zealand. Australia scored 1 run in the top of the first. I'll give you a recap on how that happened in a moment. And a swing and a miss will complete the first innings. It's not before the Kiwis, though. They get a couple of base runners on here to finish the first innings. Well, thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you along for it here today, as we have got ourselves a good opportunity to see our Kiwi girls abroad playing in the Oceania World Cup qualifier. Top of the second coming up next. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pango, day 3 of competition. New Zealand playing Australia in this one. Let's have a look at the top of the second innings. 1-0 the scoreline is. The New Zealand defence, so Tyler Tāpiki will be your starting left fielder in the match. She will have Atahua Tuhuri up the middle at centre. Te Raukura Tukuru's over at right field. Hock on a third base is Bentley Hess with Kiana Byrne at shortstop. Alexa Webb is your starting second baseman. Ella Huff at first. Jessica Smith behind the dish. And Mila Hess will be the starting pitcher for the Kiwis. Great to have you along, ladies and gentlemen. And let's have a look at the offensive lineup for our friends from Australia for you in a moment. So the Australian batting lineup looks like this here today. Tasman Guy, we might just drop that down in the corner for you so you can see the action. Apologies. So they've got Tasman Guy leading off, and Layla Joffrey, the right fielder, hitting 2 today. Hunter Nepier's in 3. Charlotte Winnett will be hitting a clean-up for the Australians. Tyler Hughes in the 5 spot. Grace Hardy is in the 6 spot today. Emma Robson will be hitting 7. Rose Manchant, the pitcher, will hit for herself in the 8 spot today. And Sienna Sutton will be hitting in the 9 spot, the first baseman. So Grace Hardy will be the DP hitting for the third baseman, Aaliyah Jones, as you can see there on the lineup for Australia. And we see the out there taken for New Zealand, getting the first out here in the top of the first innings. Top of the second innings here. Day 3 of competition. And hard hit ball. Looking to fall into no woman's land, but when you've got a centre fielder for the Kiwis like Napier, she will take care of business and makes a fine out there, does the centre fielder for New Zealand. Looked like it came off the bat a little harder than it did at first instance, did it? Napier ranging in from centre field to make the catch. And New Zealand, 2 quick outs here in the top of the second innings on Australia. This pitch is down low to the starting pitcher for Australia, Rose Marchant. This one just misses the zone. 2 straight balls here, albeit with 2 outs though. Marchant limited batting opportunities in the tournament. No hit so far. Probably used as a pitcher. Has pitched twice against New Zealand over the first 2 days. Day 1 of competition. Australia overcome American Samoa, the opening match of this event. 26-0, they won the game 1. Then Australia beats New Zealand 14-4. Then on day 2 for Australia, they kept the runs coming, 8-0 against New Zealand in the early game. See a ground ball, and over in time to make the last out. So 3 up, 3 down here as New Zealand works against Australia. And the bottom of the second innings. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the top of the second innings that completes, of course. We'll be back with the bottom of the second innings. It is 1-0 to Australia, but the Kiwis will be up to bat. Oh, talofa lava, no mai, hara mai, hoki mai. Welcome back into American Samoa. Day 3 of competition here. The U15 WBSC Women's World Cup Qualifier here in Oceania. And Australia with a slender lead over the Kiwis, 1-0. And the bottom of the second innings just about to get underway here between these two teams. They played exceptionally well, both of these teams. And we've seen some fantastic softball play, that's for sure. Well, back into the action now, bottom of the second innings. Some pops up just out of reach. As it'll be Mila Heasp here for the Kiwis leading off in the bottom of the second innings. Just needs a haircut. Just finishing off those results for Australia. We mentioned 8-0 victory for them in the morning against New Zealand on day 2. And then a barn burner last night against American Samoa. 17-9. So Australia remain undefeated. Have a handle of this. American Samoa yesterday scored 23 runs and did not win a game. 23 runs American Samoa scored on day 2. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? This one down low. New Zealand on the flip side, well, they come into this match with a 1-3 record. They faced Australia in their first match, went down to them 14-4. And then a crazy game against American Samoa at the end of day 1. They were leading 9 runs to 2. You see this one hit up the middle. And Australia will take care of that through their second basewoman. So good contact by Heasp. Just a little bit up the handle. That'll bring up the band here. The Whanonga sister, Bentley Hesp here. First pitch she takes us down low. So you're just completing New Zealand's results over the first couple of days here. Day one, you mentioned the loss to Australia. Then that crazy game against American Samoa, up 9 runs to 2. And the top of the 5th innings, of course, after 5 innings, if you're ahead by 7, the game ends in a mercy rule, right? We all know that. Well, New Zealand, we had 2 strikes on a batter with 2 down to close out the game. Unfortunately, a walk issued. And then the next batter up, Raven Mana for American Samoa, hits a 2-run home run, and that keeps American Samoa alive. Well, they were rallying to come all the way back in that game and win it 13 runs to 10 over New Zealand, including an 8-run 6 for the American Samoans. Well, New Zealand on day 2 took on Australia, 8-0. They went down to the Aussies in that. Just the 1 hit against Australia, 2 hits in the earlier game, so looking to improve on that today. And then their second game, boy, a barn burner, and like the biggest barn burner you can think of. New Zealand taking on American Samoa in the middle game yesterday. 9 hits apiece, but the score was 22-14. That included 5 runs in the 3rd innings, 7 runs in the 5th innings for the Kiwis, and 3 insurance runs in the 7th. So they got the sticks going and they got the runs going to New Zealand on day 2, and that lays the platform for day 3 here as this one's hit hard. And the shortstop will take care of that for Australia for the second out. We'll hand the baton over. We'll take another quick look at that last play. The hard hit ball just past the pitcher, but the shortstop right there, right place to make the outs. Now the Kiwis will send up the left fielder, Tyler Tarpiki, here. Two away in the bottom of the second innings. Put 1 and 2 the strike, 1 and 2 the count here on Tāpiki. This one just missing down. So Tāpiki, a close eye there, gets herself at a 2-2 count. Mentioned New Zealand, 2 hits off Australia's pitching on day 1. Just the 1 hit against them on day 2. They've already got 1 hit here today. Barnchart still working hard on the hill here for Australia. This one pops up. So battling hard here is Tāpiki. Of course, Australia and New Zealand storied history of fixtures against each other over the years. A little change of pace, and it does come through for the strike as Australia will take care of business in a 1-2-3 innings here in the bottom of the second. Well, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. More action to come here live from Pango as Australia lead by 1 on day 3. Well, talofa lava and no mai hara mai huka mai. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, here to American Samoa. Great to have you along for it. For those that have just joined you, let's have a look at the defensive lineup for New Zealand. Again, Tāpiki, Tuidi and Tekuru left to right in the outfield. Hess, Byrne, Webb and Huff in the infield, third base round of first. Jessica Smith behind the dish and Mila Hess is the starting pitcher for New Zealand. Batting order for Australia again: Maguire, Joffrey, Napier, Winnett, Hughes, Hardy, Robinson, and Munchant, followed by Sienna Sutton, rounding out the batting order for Australia. Well, here we go in the top of the third innings, and Australia will send up their number 9 hitter here, get them underway. Sienna Sutton. This one up top. One thing that's been quite characteristic of this tournament, of course, U15 grade. This one just down low is the cheering and the camaraderie within the teams. It really is cool. See over the far distance, Michelle Kingy, head coach for New Zealand. Following on. But the New Zealand pitching staff, to be fair, have not been too good over the first 2 days. However, as you normally see in an event like this, there's been improvements along the way, and I think today is going to be the best day for the Kiwis on the field. This one just outside. So that'll fill up the count here against Sutton. This one's sliced and will go foul out of play, so battling hard. Well, apparently Australia have brought the goodies with them. That one just misses the outside edge. Tino Tata, as Australia will pick up their first base runner on here with no outs in the top of the third innings. Got a good umpiring crew here today, as it'll be Andrew McManus behind the dish, Stuart Tyler at first base, Deb Corgan at second, and Mark Portiportius is your third base official. Christy Andrews will be the official scorer for today's match for the WBSC. Top of the order here for Australia. Esma Maguire. This one just missing down low. Maguire's been fantastic for Australia. 444 batting average with a 1.25 OPS. Check swings this, and that'll fly out the third baseman for the first out of the innings. Same for Australia with one down here. They will send up to bat their right fielder, Lola Joffrey. Runner in scoring position here for Australia. Yeah, that one come through as the runner will take off to third base and safely down. So some aggressive base running from the Aussies here in the third innings. One just misses. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. There is 1 out in the top of the third innings. Oh, change of pace. Oh, that is nasty for the second strike. Look at this. Woomfa just buckled the front knee, didn't it? Well, I'd like to see a few more of those out of the hand of Mila Hess. Hard hit ball, backhanded. Oh, comes out of the glove though for New Zealand, and Australia will double their lead here in the top of the first innings. Great stop by Webb at second base. Then, look, a little ice cream cone. Couldn't quite get the handle on it, and it drops out. They can't get the out at first base. Australia were always going to score a run on that play. Off and running on the pitch. Boy, Australia not mucking around, are they? So, just like good teams, when you get an opportunity, you've got to take it with both ends. So, in scoring position again, Australia now. Sun comes through the zone. Australia's batter, Hunter Napier. Napier, of course, a famous last name here in Aotearoa. George Napier, one of the great All Black fullbacks in yesteryear. If I remember correctly, the Napier whānau were from the East Coast. Could be corrected there, but know that last name very well. Hard hit ball, and that'll go up the middle. Australia look to plate another run here on it. And the throw, and they will play to run Australia as they now have got the run machine firmly in effect. Look at Napier turn on that one. Drive it up the middle. 400 batting average on the tournament thus far for Napier. Simply outstanding. So Australia leading 3-0 here. That'll bring up the starting shortstop for Australia now, Charlotte Winnett. She goes to first pitch. Double play ball, 1. And a bit of confusion up the middle here. Well, got an out, we believe. We're just waiting for the Australian coach to come out and ask the question, as they do. See what's going on. We didn't really get a clear imagery of it, but we'll pull it back for you so you can have a look. Anyway, as they'll bring the umpires together, let's have a look and see if you can pick up anything. I'll slow it right down. So, ground ball to shortstop, and then the cameraman come back. There, the ball drops. But was it before or after she touched second base? That's the question I think they're asking. So it is an out at second base. As you heard New Zealand say, 2 we got. So top of the third innings been eventful here for Australia. 2 runs plated so far. Runners off on the first pitch. And Australia steal their third base here. Say they're being aggressive today on the base pass would be an understatement. Hit first, dive into second. Two outs here. Top of the third innings. This one down low. And just bobbles around. That'll allow the runner down to third base on the play. See that one skips into the catcher. No chance to corral that one. Australia rewarded with 60 feet. So, New Zealand trying to hold out Australia here as this one's lifted. Shortstop, second base, converge. And the shortstop Byrne will take care of business. That'll also take care of the top of the third innings, where the Aussies have come out firing. 2 runs scored in the innings and also 2 or 3 stolen bases. The Kiwis will regather, regroup, and look to come out in the bottom of the third in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 3, the final day here at the WBSC U15 Women's World Cup Qualifier for Oceania. See you here soon. Oh, no, my hook and my welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the third innings here. Got a good game going on between New Zealand and Australia. The way the competition, as we talked about, is shaping up at this point. New Zealand coming into this game with a 1-3 record. Of course, if they can win this one, they'll advance to a 2-3 record. American Samoa, they are currently sitting on 1-3 record as well. They are yet to play Australia straight after this game. But Australia's double header back to back. And for New Zealand though, that would mean if they drop this game and American Samoa drop the next game against Australia, then it'll be a match-up at 2 p.m. today, New Zealand time, 3 p.m. local time here in American Samoa, for punch your ticket to the World Cup next year. The top 2 placements out of this Oceania Qualifier will advance to the World Cup next year. At the moment, looks like Australia have secured the top spot. Of course, still all of day 3's play to go here. One outside. As New Zealand sent up to bat here. Rokura Tukuru, the starting right fielder. Hitters count now for Tukuru, 3-1. Really is great to have you along with the Kiwis here today. This one's, apologies, that's the third ball, so 3-1 now. Great to have you along supporting the Kiwis here today. Good swing on that one. Tukuru has played outstandingly. Would like to get her offensive started. No better time now than game one on day 3. And that one's outside, and she will get on board. So a lead-off base runner here for the Kiwis. Well, apologies. Thought that was a walk, and it must have been a strike there on the batter. Oh, yeah, there is the punch out there, right there, isn't it? So, apologies. One down here for New Zealand now. Chopper should watch a bit more closely, shouldn't he? That'll bring up the bat the second basewoman. Lead-off batter here for New Zealand in this match, Alexia Webb. It's a hard hit ball and driven straight into the second baseman's glove, but that was hit at a great rate of knots. And the second basewoman just leaned down, did Robinson to make that catch. So with 2 down here, New Zealand will send up the bat. They're starting shortstop, Kiana Byrne. Takes the first pitch up top. Byrne getting herself dug in and ready. Trans-Tasman battle here in American Samoa. This one off the back foot. And that'll go through to right field, and New Zealand get their second hit of the ball game here in American Samoa. See, just bearing down there, Byrne. It's good hitting when you can hit it the other way, isn't it? New Zealand now will send up their centre fielder, Atahua Tuiri. Having a fantastic tournament, 750 batting average, a 2.357 OPS. That's outstanding for the centre fielder from New Zealand. Hitting in the 3 spot today. New Zealand have their production, if we look at this batting order, from 2 through to 6, have had their best batters this tournament so far. Coming down low. Runner at first base here for the Kiwis. Then Byrne. This one. Gone late and foul down the edge. So levels the count 2-2 now. Well, it's a beautiful day here locally, Pago Pago. You can see the hills in the background. That kind of sets the scene for the capital city here, Pago Pago, a coastside capital city in the Pacific here. Cold week, 26 degrees. Normally they're around the 30 mark. Cold for them anyway. And the locals here. Down low. I don't think the Kiwis think it's Makariri. That's for sure. Nice little winter's break, getting away to American Samoa. Interesting location to get to. This one fouls back. Flight from Auckland into Apia, the capital of Samoa. Overnight stay most of the time, and then you jump on a little buzzer beater, kind of single pilot Cessna, where you actually get to sit in the co-pilot seat to fill up the seats in the plane. There's only about 8 seats on the plane. and it's a 30-minute flight, if that, not even that, 15 really. It takes longer to take off and land than it does to fly across the water between American Samoa and Samoa. New Zealand down to second base on that ball. It's 2-2 the count here. The hospitality here with the locals at American Samoa. Just like the other, and it was 3-2, apologies. Just like the other Pacific nations, so hospitable, always welcoming, great smiles on their faces. And they treated the Kiwis to an opening banquet gala, attended by local officials and, of course, the three teams competing here, Australia, New Zealand and American Samoa, the home side, with some cultural interactions. Fantastic way to get underway here for this World Cup qualifier. This pitch is up top. And New Zealand have 2 hits on the day. One of those hits going to Jessica Smith batting now. Two down. She swings through that one. Smith with a 333 batting average, a 933 OPS through the first 2 days of play here at the World Cup qualifier. A slow ground, a developing play. The third baseman's going to pick it up and she can't get it. And the Kiwis will load the bases here in the bottom of the third innings. It's a tough play, that one, that swinging semi-bunt. Third basewoman's got to charge it, does Jones, and can't get it to stick in the glove. So now the Kiwis, with 2 down, send out a courtesy runner for the catcher. So Webb comes out to run. So it's like head coach Kingy's going to make a change here, and you can see Andy
temporary
McManus.
Runner, and then 8-9.
No, temporary runner in. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here in for New Zealand. Ella Huff is going to take a break for the Kiwis. And they are going to bring in a Keilani Orupe in here to pinch hit with loaded base situation. This pitch is up top. The best opportunity of the game so far here for the Kiwis. Orupe from Kawakairangi in Hutt Valley region. Been living in Brisbane, Queensland for the last year or so. Takes this pitch down low. 2 balls to Orupe. Family's made the move over across the ditch, playing his softball now out of the Wynnum Softball Association for the Giants. I believe for the Sharks at the Redlands Association as well. So getting to play plenty of softball as young Keilani Orupe as this one fouls off. Just made the Queensland under-15 representative team. Got a chance to see her at the state champs, playing for her local association. Now, though, she whakapapas to Aotearoa, playing for New Zealand. Sun down low. Well, there you can see the little Cessna flying over top. That's the flight from here in Pungo back over to Apia in Samoa. Start your clock. Takes about 15 minutes. They'll be in Apia. As this one's taken up. So it'll be a walker shoot to Orupe and a run for New Zealand here in the bottom of the third innings. So looks like they may do a re-entry here for Orupet. If that's the case, that's a game done for her. It does sound like Ella Huff is going to come back into the game, so she'll play the rest of the match, will Huff.
And then 2 out, 14 in. Yeah.
And with loaded bases, head coach Kingy is not taking any chances with this opportunity. Even with 2 outs here, another pinch hitter, Casey Halliday, will come into bat for Mila Hesp. So rolling the dice here, the Kiwis. This pitch to Halliday is down low. Time called here as Australia coach wants to come out. Not happy with I think the percentage of balls being thrown here in the innings, and so she'll try and regather her starting pitcher. Manchan, 2.2 innings of work so far from Manchan. She has got 4 strikeouts, and that's what we've seen out of her through the earlier days of play. She's a strike-up pitcher, but 4 walks, and that's 2 walks issued so far in the game from Manchan, and that's probably the part where Australia would like to tidy up. Michelle Kingy, we've seen her making some pinch hitting situations here. So she's rolling the dice for the Kiwis, trying to get them in the lead. Outstanding stalwart of softball in New Zealand is Manchan. Head coach for Australia is is Amanda Fairley. As we mentioned before, the head coach of the Kiwis is Michelle Kingy. There on the right-hand side, talking to Mark Porteous, the umpire from North Harbour. New Zealand's other coaching staff, Uppy Stone is the assistant, and Tiana 8080 is assisting Kingy. Amanda Taylor's the manager for the Kiwis. Judy Elder and Dave Elder are over there, head of delegation and social media, with Donna Gillard there. Ever lovable scorer for the New Zealanders on this campaign. This one comes through the zone. Bases loaded here for the Kiwis. Played 1 run in the 3rd innings. Halliday waits. A hard hit ball from Halliday going. An amazing catch at right field by Australia. Oh, baby, that would have been 3 runs at least if that had snuck past. What a way to finish the bottom of the 3rd innings. Take another look at this here. Whammo. And ranging over to her right side is Joffrey at right field. And that'll do us through the bottom of the 3rd innings. But it's not before the Kiwis. They grab a couple of runs here. Sorry, they grab 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd innings. Don't go anywhere. Top of the 4th coming up next when Australia will come out to bat. Oh, no, my hoki and welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Pango, capital city of American Samoa. It is the host for the 2026 WBSC U15 Women's Oceania World Cup qualifier here. Australia taking on New Zealand in the first game of day 3, last game of competition here in Pango. And it is the Aussies with a 2-run lead at this point, 3 runs to 1. New Zealand just scored their first run of the ball game in the bottom of the 3rd innings, and so it is game on right now between these two countries. Oh, a couple of changes, and we'll bring them to you as they are fed through to us here. Swing and a miss. Good competition between these two teams. Mila Hess continues on the hill here for the Kiwis. As this one pops up, and just Texas leaguers it over the first baseman's glove into the right field. So just what the doctor ordered for the Aussies here, a lead-off runner on. And a gallant leap at first base from half the first base, the Aussies go. Some interesting cheering coming from the Australian dugout, isn't there? Emma Robinson, apologies, starting second basewoman for Australia, getting her opportunity now. Swings at that one. So Mila Hess, good start for the Kiwis on the mound. Change of pace is down low. 1-2 the count now. This one up top, little heater. It was a count 2-2. Here's the 3rd innings of work now, into the 4th innings, I should say. 3 hits, 3 runs have come. Only 2 of them have been earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts today so far. Some down low, the runner will take off on the plate. The second base they go, and it'll be a loaded count now for Robinson. Marchant waiting on deck for the Aussies if required here. No outs. That will come and get the job done here for the Kiwis, just what the doctor ordered. Strike out right down through the edge of the zone. We'll bring up the bat here for the Australians. Rose Marchant, starting pitcher. Seeing the distance here, New Zealand have got pitcher warming up as well. That's Orupe warming someone up. He's done for the day. Came in for a pinch hit, got a walk. As soon as she got to first base, they re-entered Huff into the ball game. So Orupe is done in this one. Get ready for the big match later today against American Samoa. Well, if you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, great to have it. Where the heck have you been? Great to have you along. This is day 3 of competition here at the WBSC U15 World Cup qualifier for Oceania. This one down low. Runner going to 3 on the play. We'll get down to 3. See throw just a little high, a little bobble by the catcher, so they're a tough ask to get that runner going to 3. 2-1 the count here on Mancha. This one lifts up. And that'll land in right field. Australia will score a run on the plate. Had to wait for the ball to land first before they could take off. And a job done for the Aussies. So they grabbed their first run here in the 4th innings. Just what the doctor ordered for the ladies from across the Tasman. And a couple of those Texas Leaguers just landed that spot. No one can field there. Not a lot you can do about those hits, that's for sure. As this one's down in the dirt, Australia will take off to second base. Number 9 hitter for Australia now. Sienna Sutton. Big first base day today for Australia. And comes through the zone. One to count now. This one in the hole. Tough play for Byrne. And she will beat it out at first base, the left-hander. Always going to be a close play here. Slow developing. You have a look at it. Comes through. Coming forward to the ball. Just what you got to do there. Just sometimes the lefty's got it right. And in this case, she got it right. So time called here as Kiwis will come together as the catcher wants to have a word. And that's a timely timeout as well, by the way. Just after a couple of plays that you would hope it would either be an out or unlucky with a Texas Leaguer. Just going to calm things down here. New Zealand are 1 out. And with runners in the corners, got a chance to pull off a play here. First pitch and off and running. And there's your play to the pitcher, and the runners don't go anywhere. Just in case you didn't know that pitch was high, the Australian bench is telling you. Lead off better here, Tasman Maguire. Pitches up top. So here's trying to block out chance from Australia. As this one comes through, the ball, I found it. That cracks me up when that happens. Oh, it hits the umpire. Here we go. Let's have a look. See if we can get it. Slow it right down. Straight through. Hits McManus right there in the mask. Chest just below his mask. This pitch is fouled off. They called that one that hit him in the mask a strike. So we'll adjust the count 2-2 for you. This one's hard hit ball. and it'll split the outfielders. Australia will see that 1 run will come in. 2 runs will come in for Australia, and a productive top of the 4th innings here for Australia. See here, hard hit ball, and just perfectly placed between the 2 outfielders there, Tapiki and Tuidi. Nothing they can do about it, and it'll be a stand-up triple here for Maguire. Oh, and first pitch swinging. Catch is made by Te Kuru, and the play at the plate. Australia will grab another run here in the top of the 4th innings. Well, professional at bat from the Australians. A deep fly ball to sacrifice the out for the run. Joffrey getting it done there, the right fielder. It's a good catch by New Zealand's right fielder, Te Kuru. So 7 runs to 1 now, Australia. The landscape in this game has changed all of a sudden, hasn't it? 4 runs here in the top of the 4th innings. 6 hits to produce those 7 runs for Australia. This one's down low. Up the bat now, George Napier's great-grandchild. No, just joking. But it is Hunter Napier here for Australia. This pitch comes through the top of the zone. Won the count here. And this one's off the handle. Judges that perfectly, does Webb for the out. That'll be the 3rd out here in the top of the 4th innings. But it's not before the Aussies flex their muscles here on day 3. 4 runs scored in the top of the 4th innings. Don't go anywhere. The Kiwis looking to reply in the bottom of the 4th when we come back. Well, it's all for lava, no more hukumai. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into Pango here, day 3 of action of the U15 Oceania Women's World Cup Qualifier here in American Samoa. New Zealand taking on Australia. We're up to the bottom of the 4th innings here. And the Kiwis will set up the bat. Bentley Hest, Tyler Tapaki, and Rokuda Te Kuru, 1, 2, and 3 here for New Zealand. looking to grab some more runs. New Zealand picked up their only run of the match, and that was in the bottom of the third inning. So I look to try and capitalise on that if they can here in the bottom of the fourth. So back up the middle, looking to beat it out, and just out at the base, and a bang play here for Hesp. Tino Tata, you have a look. What do you think here? We'll slow it right down for you. Throw coming in. Ooh. Not too sure, Kaiwawa. However, Hera back into the action now. That'll bring up to bat here. Tyler Tāpiki. Tāpiki whānau, good whānau out of Counties Manukau. Good lineage, that's for sure. Here's a hard hit ball, looking in the 5-6 hole. Tough play from the depths, and Tāpiki will beat it out. No chance for the Kaiwawa to get this one wrong. See Tāpiki balance swing. Big throw from shortstop. Winnett can't quite get it there in time. A 9 hitter here for New Zealand. Okura Takuru, the starting right fielder for New Zealand. One strike on that bunt play. New Zealand adopted a short game against American Samoa. Ran about innings 3 yesterday. Remember, they scored, I forgot the number, 24 runs or something like that. That's a game. It was phenomenal. Really worked for them, though. Got to get them on base path here. Tekuru to get something going here. And a swing and a miss, and that'll be down on strikes, actually. Apologies, must have had the count just slightly ajar. At the top of the shot now, Alexa Webb. Sort of way here for the Kiwis. Do have a runner on first base. Just remembered, I was going to tell you how Australia scored their first run in the top of the first innings. We do that for you now because I never got a chance to get that out for you. The game started with a walk to the first batter, and then a fly out to shortstop for the first out, then a ground out to shortstop for the second out, and then a double from the shortstop Winnett, who scores that lead-off walk. So that's how Australia got their first run of the ball game. So 3 straight balls here for the Kiwis. That'll bring the catcher out, Hughes, to have a chat to her battery partner, Rose Marchand. 5 strikeouts on the day for Marchand. Back into the action now. Ball comes through, taking all the way as you do with 3-0 count. So hitters count now for Webb. Apologies. New Zealand do have a runner in scoring position at second base. So a solid single should double New Zealand's score. Good swing. And fouls off over Star Spangled Banner. Stars and Stripes, flag of America, USA. Of course, this is American Samoa. Good handle now for Webb. One down low, and she will pick up a well-earned walk here in the fourth innings. Good patience, good eye. Just what the doctor ordered here for New Zealand. Well, New Zealand have 3 hits on the day. One of those hits going to starting shortstop, Kiana Byrne. First pitch to Byrne was right through the top of the zone. New Zealand have respected the arm of Hughes behind the dish. Haven't stolen the bag here today yet. Byrne with a 200 batting average for the tournament, 585 OPS. So, Marchant. The level count now. It's the signal. Set now. Here comes the 1-1. And on the hands. Looking to get that Texas League of their own, but the right fielder, Joffrey, boy, oh boy. Nothing's touched the ground with her out there. An outstanding catch for Australia's right fielder. New Zealand will leave 2 stranded here in the bottom of the fourth innings. Australia lead by 6. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty more action to come here in American Samoa on day 3. Talafalava, no mai, hoki mai, and welcome back into American Samoa. Day 3 action here. New Zealand taking on Australia in the match. And it looks like the Kiwis are going to make a change here on the hill. So we've had 4 innings of good work from Amila Hess. Now coming in to pitch, who has arguably been one of the top performers for the Kiwis here this week, will be Athena Wilson. That'll take over on the mound. To see what she can do here for the Kiwis. Got a 6-run margin for Australia in the top of the 7th innings. Of course, coming up later today will be American Samoa taking on Australia. We won't have that game for you, but you can catch that over on the broadcasters' Facebook channel, KVZK TV. Thank you to them for sending imagery out of American Samoa. But we'll be back at 2 p.m. for the big game later this afternoon. Really looking forward to that one, to be fair, because that'll be New Zealand taking on American Samoa. That game is 3 p.m. local time, but 2 p.m. here in New Zealand this afternoon. And I believe the winner of that game will go to the World Cup. So jot that one in your diary for later on this afternoon. Well, back into the action here. Top of the 5th innings. Pitching change for New Zealand. Athena Wilson, first pitch is below the zone, comes in with an elevated ERA. All of the New Zealand pitchers' ERAs are elevated, to be fair. So can't take much out of that. 7.17 for the week so far. Two pitches are outside the zone to Charlotte Winnett, starting shortstop. 1 from 2 today is Winnett. Playing very well. This one's up top and away. Three straight balls here as Wilson's trying to find her range. Going to set the fielding lineup for you. A couple of changes in the lineup just to give you exactly where everyone is at. That one comes through the zone, found the range now. So left to right in the outfield, it is Paul at left field, Thompson at centre, and Tekuru at right field. Bentley Hesp is at third base, Byrne at shortstop, Webb at second, Huff is at first. Behind the dish is Bradley. As we mentioned, Athena Wilson into the game to pitch. Ground ball to third base, and that is bread and butter for Hesp over there. So a tight defensive play to get us underway here in the top of the 5th innings. New Zealand have used players in multiple positions throughout the first 2.5 days of play here at the qualifier. There's Bradley, replacement catcher in. This one comes through the zone, so took 3 pitches to get going against the leadoff batter, did Wilson, but now you can see she feels much more comfortable, doesn't she? Catcher Talia Hughes for Australia batting now. From fouls back. A couple of images you're probably not used to seeing softball broadcast on, like first and third held on so long, but that fence is the issue for the home plate camera. That's why you're not seeing that much, and unfortunately no chance to get a camera at centre field for the pitch, so going to get a lot of these imageries. There's no fences in it. Clear here, isn't it? Thank KVZK TV for their work here today. Hard hit ball. One bounce to the outfield. Paul. Australia have a base runner on. Aussie have scattered 7 hits on the day. Gracie Hardy now, designated player for Australia, gets her opportunity. 1 from 2 for her in the match. As this one comes through the zone. Of course, first time seeing Athena Wilson from New Zealand. Well, in this game anyway. About the weather. This one's down and a tough play by the third baseman here, but boy, she gets a strong arm on the end of it, doesn't she? And that's a fantastic play for New Zealand for the out.
Yeah, got it. Temporary runner.
So temporary runner will go out for Australia with 2 outs here. That'll bring up the band here. Emma Robinson, starting second basewoman for the ladies from across the ditch. I don't know who leads the cheers for Australia, but they are relentless, aren't they? Good on them. Do your thing. In Australia are undefeated through the competition. They'll be trying to get that 7-run margin here. They've finished all games short. None of the games went full 7 innings. I think 6 the longest game. 16 is the longest they've been. This one's inside out swing. There's that Texas leaguer again. Australia have found that location so many times today, and you normally don't see many of them, and that'll be the 8th run of the ball game because of it. Just dunks it in there. No one can field in that location. Maybe we should. Then you'd have no right fielder. The pitcher now will get a chance to advance her cause. Rose Marchant batting here for Australia. This one taken up top. Set ready to go here again. There's been a picture from Wilson from New Zealand. There was count 1-1. Australia do have that runner at first base here. 2 outs. The top of the 5th innings. Australia scored 1 run in the first, 2 in the third, 4 in the 4th, and now 1 run in the 5th here. New Zealand have their lone run in the bottom of the 3rd innings. Hard hit ball. On a diving attempt by Webb at second base as that slides through. And the Aussies will take advantage on the errant throw coming back into the infield. Runners at 2 and 3 now. Oh, Webb almost got that, didn't she? Body on the line. I do like the spirit that the Kiwis are playing in. Saw them, especially after that heartbreaking loss against American Samoa on day 1. 13 runs to 11 after leading 9 runs to 2 in that game. They came out the next day, day 2, buoyant, ready to go, putting every energy into it as possible. Australia will set up their number 9 hitter here. Takes the first pitch right down the tram line, and that is Sienna Sutton. 1 from 1 today, perfect batting. Boy, Sienna Sutton is batting in the bottom spot of this order, and her batting average this week is 7.14, the best batting average of the team. That's insane. Top of the 5th innings, ball loose, regathered though. Good hustle by the Kiwi catcher, Bradley, into the game. For the 5th innings here. This one's up top. So 2 and 1 the count. Great to have you along, ladies and gentlemen, for today's broadcast. We'll bring you both games from New Zealand here at the Oceania Qualifier in Pago. Beautiful day here locally. Big game this afternoon. Can't wait for that one. 2 p.m. against American Samoa to book a spot to the World Cup. Down low. 2 p.m. New Zealand time, 3 p.m. local time that game is. Of course, American Samoa just over the date line, so they're actually playing yesterday. Someone tell us what the result is, or less than the line numbers for American Samoa. No, just joking. No, they'd be asking us. We'd be giving them the results. Is that how that works? Either way, how do you win lotto? Up top, and that'll be a walk. And so Australia have a loaded bases here in the top of the 5th innings now. Pitching change for New Zealand in the top of this innings. Tina Wilson pitched well for New Zealand this week. The only thing can be her Achilles heel is the walks. 1 walk in this innings already. Top of the order now for Australia. First pitch skids away. And Australia will grab a run here in the top of the 5th innings. Oh, New Zealand need to clamp down here on these pass balls and wild pitches. That one skids away. Runners will advance 60 feet, including a run across home plate. Tasma Maguire here, the lead-off batter, with an opportunity to try and drive 2 more in. Prize ball, one's fouled back. Tell you what, from what I've seen this week, Australia win the cheering battle. American Samoa right there as well. And the Kiwis are rolling, they're pretty loud too. From fouls back. So 1 strike from getting out of the innings here, the Kiwis. From 2 today, Maguire. 455 batting average for the tournament. The Australian left fielder. Having a good one, that's for sure. So we look at the starting batting order for this Australian team. As this one's hit hard. Wilson. Oh, like she's playing FIFA World Cup here. Just kind of hacky sacks that one to get the out here. Take a look at this. Wham! I'll just chip that up. I got it. And over to first base in time. Well, that'll be the 3rd out here in the top of the 5th innings. Australia plate 2 runs here. Well, they'll take care of their headbands and their hair ties, and they'll look to try and get the last 3 outs of this ball game as they are ahead by 8. New Zealand will need 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th innings. Otherwise, this one will be over soon. We'll be back with more action here on day 3. New Zealand take on Australia. I know my Hookemai, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, into the bottom of the 5th innings. And New Zealand will send up to bat here. Tahua Tauri. I'm just going to double check that for you. Maybe a change. Rose Marchant will continue on the hill here for Australia. This one's pulled down the 3rd baseline. And a skip throw gets away, and New Zealand turn the corner. And around the second base she goes. So, just what the doctor would have for the Kiwis. Lead-off runner on and all the way to second base. I can confirm that was a Tahua Tuuri batting. See her turn the corner and around she goes. And another pinch hitter here. I'm just going to check that when she shows us. Of course, the replacement catcher.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tony Selector Baseball
Field.
Field.
There you
we are
go.
finally underway of getting this game announced. At this time, we are in the 5th inning.
Our locals joining us now for the rest of this game.
Australia and New Zealand are playing. Team New Zealand is home. The score right now is 9-1, and we are at the bottom of the 5th. Up to bat for Team New Zealand is number 25, Awatea Bradley. The game has been a hard-fought game. It's been really, really challenging for both teams as the heat is on right at this point, and we are trying to find ways for these girls to get better. A whole lot of ice and a whole lot of water that they're drinking at this time.
One fouls off, so 2-1 the count here. 27 degrees the temperature here locally. Feels like 28. Humidity at 77%, so that does make it a bit warmer, doesn't it? On an out taken by the first basewoman.
A bunt, and it was caught by first baseman number 26. Correction, number 26, Sienna Sutton for Team Australia. We have one out at the bottom of the 5th.
Great to have our local.
For those who are wondering, what is the temperature today? Right now, it's literally 27 degrees, and that is in European standards.
Of course, the 27 can be different in Kiwi standards and different in Australian standards too, apparently. 81 degrees Fahrenheit here in American Samoa, and it is not that type of heat. It is humid, muggy, and these girls are feeling it today. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors out there. Also to you, the viewers that are actually viewing our tournament today. Today is day 3, and right now Australia is currently 4-0 in the record tally for this tournament. And Australia, New Zealand, and Samoa are 1-3 right now at this time. So today, for American Samoa and New Zealand, in order to punch their ticket to the World Cup, they have that final game that's later on today at 3 o'clock. Well explained.
Looks like the Team Australia has a pitching change. They have number 58, Madeline Kuntz. That's going to be in the lineup today to pitch for Team Australia. And she will be relieving number 13, Rose Merchant.
So
as our girls play today from Team New Zealand and Team Australia, Team American Samoa is waiting out in right field as they get together under the tent. They have already done their warm-ups, and they're going to be ready to play right after this.
So Munchine is done for the day. 4 innings of work, 3 hits, 1 run. Wasn't earned. 3 walks and 5 strikeouts.
Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's out there, all our viewers, to the teams from New Zealand and Australia, and also American Samoa, to your families, parents, all your fans and friends that are out there witnessing this game. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you guys for tuning in live with the American Samoa Softball Association, American Samoa Baseball Association, also one of our major sponsors, Team Azteca. Shout out to CEO Repa Thomas for taking this opportunity to assist with this competition. Also like to take the opportunity to thank Blue Sky Communication, also T-Bass, Futures Bank, as we call it. Up to bat for Team New Zealand, we have number 12, Georgia Thompson, up to bat. As Madeline Coons takes the sign. You have a runner on second with one out. And the pitch. Ball is low and away. Count, 1 ball, 1 strike on Georgia Thompson.
Well, after the break of play, you can hear the energy starting to come back into the game here.
Today's officials, we have plate umpire Andrew McManus. First base is Stuart Tyler. Second base is Deborah Kehoe. And third base is Mark Porteous. And there's a play. There is a situation, but third baseman decides to go first. And we have 2 down with a runner on third.
Well, Australia just looking for the outs here. They can afford for 1 run to come in here.
Number 14, Aaliyah Jones with that bullet to first base.
So Australia 1 out away from a early victory here against New Zealand in the bottom of the 5th innings.
There goes Kuntz with the look down. Ball outside. Up to bat for Team New Zealand. Number 31, Athena Wilson.
Placement pitcher for New Zealand now getting an opportunity.
And the pitch is high and outside. Gomes still trying to feel her way around the pitcher circle. As the count is 2 balls and no strikes on Athena Wilson.
Seen a little bit of Kuntz on the mound for Australia these first couple of days. Good thrower. Velocity's not bad.
You have a runner in scoring position. And she found the play. We got 1 strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Athena Wilson.
So Australia 1 strike away here from staying undefeated at the qualifiers.
If you're here in American Samoa and do not have anything to do today, please stop on by the Toronto baseball field where we have the World Cup qualifier for the U15 Oceania Championships. Come here and support our local girls, or if you are a patriot of New Zealand, Australia, please stop on by.
Invitation, welcome for everyone to come in on to the last day of
We
competition.
are at the bottom of the 5th. Currently, we have 2 down with a runner on third, and the score is 9-1 in favor of Team Australia. And the swing, strike 2, full count. 3-2 is the count on Miss Athena Wilson.
Now it's 2-2. So, down to their last strike, the Kiwis.
Last 2 days, both teams have been fighting hard, been moving everything forward, and they've left it all on the field. Something to be proud of. And the pitch. And Athena Wilson takes a stroll down first base. Up to bat for Team New Zealand. Number 28, Bentley Hesp.
So New Zealand sent a courtesy run around.
Bentley Hesp plays
Thompson.
third base. And I see that Athena Wilson has been changed out by number 12, Georgia Thompson.
So with 2
Runners at
outs
the
and
corner with 2 down.
Bentley Hest, an opportunity now for the Kiwis. They need 2 runs to continue this game.
Coons with the sign, ready to deliver. Ball low, 1 ball, no strikes.
No movement from New Zealand at first base yet. Potentially get into scoring position. A single could continue this match here today on day 3.
And the pitch. Foul ball. The count is evened out at 1-1.
Hess still looking for her first hit of the tournament. Does have a 222 OPS. So a couple of walks and things mixed in there to get her on base.
Count. No balls and actually 1 ball and 2 strikes.
New Zealand's favour here. Kuntz comes in with an ERA of 12.6. So if they can jump on her here, you never know.
Kuntz is looking at the next pitch she wants to make. She gets the sign. Makes the pitch. Foul ball. And number 28, Bentley Hess, is staying alive.
See it over the distance there. Social media expert Judy Elder with the camera at the ready for the Kiwis. Good eye at the plate. And their last strike, New Zealand. Yes, trying to put a spanner in the works, if you like.
Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. With runners at the corner. The pitch.
Loose coming home. Oh no, here comes the hot box.
Run down. Here he goes. And she slides in there. She is safe at home.
Miracle hot
Number
box
28.
here for the Kiwis. Have a look at this. Ball goes. She thinks she can come, and then oops. Got to go back.
The score now is 9-2 in favor of Team Australia.
And the foot
New Zealand
race.
now
The
has
slide is going to be
another
good,
runner
and it
in
was.
position at the bat. Is the same batter.
From the Kiwis. And more importantly, the other base runner went all the way around to third base on the play.
With 2 outs, full count. Let's see if Kuntz retires the side or we get another batter up here. And ball 4. Bentley Hess takes a stroll down to first base. Up to bat for Team New Zealand, number 23, Hazel Paul.
Time called here by Australia.
Time called out by first baseman.
Naturally, in this situation, New Zealand runners in the corners here, but important for New Zealand to run at third base. If they come in and score, only 60 feet away here, the game will go to the 6th innings. Australia will know that. But we were trying to get that last out without leaking another run here. No pass balls, no illegal pitches. Of course, they'll hope no safe hits. New Zealand got to be careful with the runner at first base. Nothing silly. Can't throw away the last out here. Got to score the runner from third base, otherwise the game is over. Back into the action now. Down low and away, not far enough for the runner to come in. The runner will go to second base on the play, though.
She gets out to second base. Runners on second and third with 2 down. Ball 1.
Placement, outfielder Hazel Paul, or left fielder, getting her opportunity to bat now.
And the pitch. And that is a strike. 1-1 is the count.
Ball hitting in the 8th spot, so it's Kudu waiting on deck next. Then they'll go top of the order, Webb, if they can get that far, the Kiwis. So he clips the outside part of the zone. big breath here for Paul, the batter for New Zealand. As Kuntz tries to be poised here, gets the signal from the catcher. Australia, one strike away from the victory here on day 3. Ground ball, 5-6 hole, the throw, the dive, and she is gone, laying it all on the line here, Paul. And the game is over, and what can only be said, a fantastic matchup from New Zealand and Australia. And boy, oh boy, it had a bit of everything, didn't it? But Australia will run out victorious here today, 9-2 in this match. Let's have a look at that last out. And deep in the hole here for Winnett. And a throw over just in time. And New Zealand will be retired in the bottom of the 5th innings. Well, that'll do us, ladies and gentlemen, here from American Samoa on American Samoa here on the morning of day 3. As the Kiwis will give them a cheer here. And a deservable share to Australia. They were convincing winners in the end, 9-2. 9 hits to 3 on the scoreline. However, Australia with 3 errors, New Zealand just with the 1 error. And a haere, no handshake. Oh, where? Anyway, I guess it is what it is. Not too sure why. Maybe there's someone sick in the camp, or I don't know. Either way, congratulations to Australia. They will stay undefeated and go on to the next matchup against American Samoa. But the one that you'll all be waiting for later this afternoon, really looking forward to that one. And that'll be New Zealand taking on American Samoa. 3 p.m. here, local time, in American Samoa. 2 p.m. in New Zealand, which I believe is at 12 lunchtime in Brisbane for those viewers from over across the ditch. So 2 p.m. here this afternoon, New Zealand taking on American Samoa. The winner of that game will go to the World Cup. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to shake down. So looking forward to that, ladies and gentlemen. Going to see you all back at Beyond the Dugout in Sofa, New Zealand at 2 p.m. Here for the big match up. Can the Kiwis get it done against American Samoa? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Michelle Kingy will talk to her troops, get them all sorted for that one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the game here this morning. Australia run out victors in that one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more action here live from American Samoa on day 3 of action. It is, of course, the WBSC U15 Oceania World Cup Qualifier. See you all soon. Been strong this week. We see a push bunt for the first out. Tasman Maguire, Hunter Napier and Lola Joffrey are the outfielders for Australia. As we see this one hit through the 5-6 hole. And a swing and a miss will complete the first innings. It's not before the Kiwis, though. They get a couple of base runners on. Jones, you can see there on the lineup for Australia. And we see the out there take. And hard hit ball. Looking to fall into no woman's land, but when you've got a centre fielder for the Kiwis, like Napier, again, see a ground ball. And over in time, 1. They were leading 9-2. See this one hit up the middle. And got the sticks going, and they got the runs going to New Zealand on day 2. And that lays the platform for day 3 here, as this one's hit hard. Short cover over the years. A little change of pace, and it does come through for the strike as Australia will take care of business. That one just misses the outside edge. 10 off. Check swings this, and that'll fly out to third. Yeah, that one come through as the runner will take off to third base and safely down. Oh, change of pace. Hard hit ball. Backhanded. Oh, comes out of the glove, though, for New Zealand, and Australia will double their... Hard hit ball. And that'll go up the middle. Australia look to plate another run here on it. And the throw. And they win. She goes the first pitch. Double play ball. 1. Runners off on the first pitch. And Australia, top of the third innings. This one down low. And just bobbles around. That'll allow the runner down to third base on the play. Hold out Australia here as this one's lifted. Shortstop, second base, converge. And the shortstop, Byrne, will take care. And that one's outside, and she will get on board. So a lead-off base runner here for the Kiwis. It's a hard hit ball. And driven straight into the second baseman's glove. This one off the back foot. And that'll go through to right field, and New Zealand get their second hit of the ball. Just like the other, and it was 3-2, apologies. Just like the other Pacific. A slow ground, a developing play. The third baseman's going to pick it up, and she can't get it. And yes, this one's taken up. So it'll be a walker shoot to Orupe and a run for New Zealand here in the bottom of the third. Hard hit ball from Halliday going. An amazing catch at right field by Australia. Oh, baby, that would have been 3 runs at least if that had snuck. As this one pops up, and just Texas leaguers it over the first baseman's glove into the right field. Runner gunner 3 on the play. We'll get down to 3. This one lifts up. And that'll land in right field. Australia will score a run on the play. Had to wait for the ball to land. This one in the hole. Tough play for Byrne. And she will beat it out at first base. The left hand. Trying to block out. Chance from Australia as this one comes through. The ball, I found it. This one's hard hit ball. And it will split the outfielders. Australia will see that 1 run will come in. 2 runs will come in for Australia. And a productive first pitch swinging. Catch is made by Te Kuru. And the play at the plate. Australia will grab another. And this one's off the handle. Judges that perfectly, does weird. This one's back up the middle. Looking to beat it out. And just... Here's a hard hit ball. Looking in the 5-6 hole. Tough play from the depths. And Tapiki will beat it. One down low, and she will pick up a well-earned walk here in the 4th innings. And on the hands. Looking to get that Texas League of their own, but the right fielder, Johnson. Tina Wilson for the game to pitch. Ground ball to third base. And that is bread and butter for Hesp over there. For their work here today. Hard hit ball. One bounce to the outfield ball. This one's down and a tough play by the third baseman here, but boy, she gets a strong. This one's inside out swing. There's that Texas leaguer again. Australia have found that location. So many. Hard hit ball. On a diving attempt by Webb at second base as that slides through. And the Aussies will take advantage on the end of the throw. Top of the 5th innings, ball loose, regathered though. Up top, and that'll be a walk. And so Australia have a loaded bases here in the top of the 5th innings. Top of the order now for Australia. First pitch skids away. And Australia will grab a order for this Australian team. As this one's hit hard. Wilson. Oh, like she's playing FIFA World Cup here. Just This one's pulled down the third baseline. And a skip throw gets away. And New Zealand turn the corner. And around the second base. Got an out taken by the first basewoman.
Second base is Deborah Kehoe. And third base is Mark Porteous. And there's a play. There is a situation, but in the pitch. And Christina Wilson takes a stroll down first base. Pitch.
Loose coming home. Oh no, here comes the hot box.
Run down. Here he goes. And dives in there. She is. And ball 4. Bentley Hess takes a stroke.
Here on day 3. Ground ball. 5-6 hole. The throw, the dive. And she is gone. Laying it all on the line here. Paul.